Well, thanks so much for joining us. We have Jay from Intercom down below. Say hello, Jay.
Hello.
And we have the pleasure of hosting today a Zoom call with the legend of radio, Bobby Mack. Here he is from his in-home studio. Thank you for joining us at the Health Fair today, Bobby Mack.
Hi, Bridget. Great to be with you. And of course, we are doing everything we can to remain socially distanced, remotely controlled electronically, and all of this other high-tech stuff.
We're having way too much fun. And also, our health coaching team is becoming an IT company now, helping our clients navigate all these Zoom calls.
Aren't we all? It's a whole new world. It's a sea change.
Yes, yes. Well, thanks so much for jumping on. So I'm Coach Bridget from the Health Dare, and we're just all bored. We're here quarantined together. So what better person to be quarantined with than your health coach during a pandemic, right? So Bobby, you've been endorsing us for going on 5 years now, as
True.
we are helping people reverse these high-risk symptoms like type 2
Right.
diabetes, high blood pressure, sleep apnea. And we have just launched a fully virtual program through a mobile app. We're doing Zoom calls with our clients. We've got an online schedule. It's just so much fun. And so, Bobby, I'm sure people are hearing us talk about the Health Dare and going, all right, what's different about the Health Dare? So I'm sure you have endorsed all kinds of stuff over your
Yes.
career. You've been stuck with our company for 5 years. So tell
Yes.
us, what is it about the Health Dare that sticks out to you above all those other health and wellness programs out there?
Well, as you know, Bridget, it's one of the things that you guys talk about a great deal, and it is what separates Health Dare from all of the other weight loss programs that we've seen, because we know those weight loss programs work for a while until they don't work anymore, and all of a sudden you find that the weight that you'd lost on that other program has not only come back, but it's come back in spades, and it's added a little more weight. So you're right back in the same spot that you were, or maybe worse, when you began. With the Health Dare, and you guys discuss this all the time, it operates at the cellular level. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means that it's not just a get-rich-quick program, for lack of a better way to describe it. It's not something that's going to work for a while and then not work at a certain point. When you're operating at the cellular level, you are actually changing the structure of your body so that rather than lose that weight, yo-yo back to where you were or worse, with the Health Dare, the weight comes off and it stays off. And more importantly, it's not just losing the weight, you actually are healthier as a result.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think we can all say we've lost 200 pounds progressively over all the fad diets, off and
Right,
on. But
right.
the Health Dare actually helps people just change the actual DNA of their bodies, because they're made out
Yes,
of cells, and hydrating those cells, fighting against those things that are those viruses and pathogens and things that we encounter. But that dangerous belly fat,
yep,
we don't
right.
really care about the subcutaneous fat here or a little cellulite in the thigh. I'm almost 40, so it's game over for me. I'm never going to look at the baby again. I just want to feel good, and I feel energetic. I lost
Sure.
80 pounds of fat on the Health Dare myself
Wow.
4 years ago, kept it off. So I'm obviously a huge believer. I have seen literally over 4,000 people go through this program in 4 years, and I've
Hmm.
seen them reverse symptoms of type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, sleep apnea. But, it's easy for people to hear these success stories and go, all right, are they made up, or are they inflated? So, Bobby, have you seen anyone personally in your life that has, with your own eyes, go through this program and be successful?
Yes, I have, Bridget, and I've talked about it, in fact, in the endorsement ads that we've run for a number of years, because initially, when the Health Dare approached us, my immediate reaction was, a guy who really would be beneficial, who would benefit from this program, is Lonzo Reitzel, who at the time was one of our producers and still is now. He's on the ESPN side. But
Yes.
Lonzo was sadly, in a really bad way. I mean, he was a prime candidate for Health Dare. He's a big guy to begin with, but he weighed over 400 pounds.
Yeah.
And he was carrying around so much weight. He had so many problems associated with it. He had gout problems. He had sleep apnea problems. It was one problem piled on top of another. And so he really seemed to me to be a prime candidate to benefit from this cellular level program that the Health Dare offered. Well, sure enough, I could not have been more right in this instance, because Alonzo ended up losing over 200 pounds. He lost an entire other individual.
Yes.
And since that time, all of those health related problems that all sprang from this one source, they've all disappeared. So yeah, I mean, as the old saying goes, the proof is in the pudding. And when you see somebody shed 200 pounds and get rid of all the health problems that he had, and he remains at that weight, and he remains without those problems that were associated with being over 400 pounds, that it's a pretty vivid example of just how successful this program can be for people. Even you may think that you can't benefit from it, that you're too far gone, that you're too far down the road and there's no coming back. That's not the case, because Alonzo also was desperate for something that would help him, and he found it, and it was the Health Dare.
That's right. That's absolutely fantastic. And I actually got the privilege of coaching him through that. So that was really exciting. And both Lonzo and I have kept it off for 4 years. It's just unbelievable. And I think people get in this mindset that weight loss is health.
Yeah.
You know, and that's not accurate. There's a lot of different ways you can lose weight the unhealthy way. I mean, you can do meth and lose weight, you know, if you want to get crazy.
It's not recommended, but I guess you could. Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it either. But I mean, if you're talking about weight loss, there's a lot of crazy stuff out there that's not healthy.
Yes,
so I think the Health Dare really pushes that mindset of get healthy on a cellular level, and weight loss is a side effect of health. You know, and Jay, you helped us get that message out in Intercom on ESPN, you know, so you know Lonzo personally as well, but we've just seen thousands of people. Also, Lonzo has been such a beacon of hope to his listeners, you know, as he's putting out that message of, you don't have to live like this. Your knees don't have to hurt all the time. You can still do a program where there's only 2 things you can't have, and you can do a workout in a recliner, have a health coach come bring you groceries and cook your food. I mean, it's just so easy to do, you know, because I'm not like all of my health coaching colleagues. I don't love the burn of exercise. I hate yoga. I actually hate to exercise and love to eat. That's how.
Well, my personal motto, Bridget, is when I feel like exercising, I lay down until it goes away. So
there you go. I mean, I'm either going to be a lot bigger during this pandemic or in really good shape. I'm not sure now.
Right.
But that's why we're trying to really take this time that we're all locked in our houses and use it to get healthy, because I mean, what better time to do that, you know?
Yeah, right. Talk about a constructive use of your time.
Absolutely. And it's just so easy to do. There's no heavy gym workouts. You're not weighing your food. It's almost Easter, but you're not going to eat any rabbit food. You know, you still have ribeye and the carbs and the hibachi, and we're all still in our houses. So we just—
You're talking my language.
Yeah. You can still have nachos and cheese. I mean, it's a sustainable diet. And I think sustainable is the key word here for anything. It's got to be a lifestyle. But we just put out a mobile app with hundreds of recipes. We uploaded 100 recipes last week alone on it. Yeah,
it's very cool. And I like the way that you can connect with your individual coach through the app as well. So, you know, because everybody, I guess, hits a certain wall at some point, and they feel like, I need a little encouragement to get past this. And it's nice to have somebody there that you can rely on that provides that.
Yes, we call that vitamin L. Vitamin love, because you know, we have doctors and nurses on our program that know 10 times more than I know about the human anatomy, but they can't get rid of their belly fat because they're working 12-hour shifts on the front lines taking care of people, and they need a health coach to say, hey, have you drunk your water today? Hey, did you leave the donuts in the break room? Hey, did you walk around the building? You know, they need that encouragement, you know? So Bobby, you have been endorsing us for so long, and so many people have been listening to you every day
Mhm.
on the way to work, and now they're all tuning in from their homes on radio.com, which is a great asset. But if someone's been listening and they're kind of skeptical and they're going, all right, is this just another gimmick? I've been hearing take the dare.
Right,
What would you say to somebody who's listening who has type 2 diabetes in the middle of a health crisis, pandemic?
right.
We've got this fully virtual program. We're extending our hand to them, but they're afraid that they're going to get scammed. What would you say to somebody like that?
That's an easy one to answer, Bridget, because it's the question that I probably get. And people ask me, on the golf course or when I'm out in public, and say, well, Bobby, I've heard you doing the commercials for the health care. What's the deal there? Does it really work? And it's nice to be able to say, yeah, you know what? This is completely legitimate. I have seen it in action. I have seen it work for my friends. And will it work for you? The odds are substantially in your favor that it will. So, yeah, to somebody who is questioning whether or not they should do the health care, maybe you've tried other things and you've been disappointed with the results. I would suggest that the health care is a program where you will not be disappointed with the results. You will be thrilled with the results when you see the new you, because now your health problems are solved at a cellular level, and you will be that person going forward for the rest of your life. So as President Trump once said, what do you got to lose?
Just wait, right?
That's right.
And the symptoms of type 2 diabetes and the CPAP machine and all that. But what I love to say to my clients is, it is scary because there are a
Yeah.
lot of scams out there. There's a lot of,
Sure.
like you said, they all work while you're on them, but they're not sustainable.
Right.
We like to extend to people in our free consultation the Health Dare Guarantee. We tell people, if our program does not work for you in 30 days, if you do not see a reduction of symptoms right away,
Right.
you're not feeling better, more energy, if you're not sleeping better, then we will refund you. So
Yep.
let our coaching team surround you with phone calls. Let us drop groceries off at your house. Let us love on you and give you vitamin L for 30 days. And if you do great, you're going to be writing us checks going, this is the best money I've ever spent. You're saving me
Sure.
money on health bills and all kinds of things. And if not, we'll turn around and write you a check and say, we did our dead level best with a tear in our
Right.
eye. And that's
And
what
and
you're
in the situation like Lonzo, you are adding years to your life. I have no doubt in my mind whatsoever that Lonzo has added years to his life, where now he can see his kids graduate college, get married, all of the things that happen down the road. That who knows what the health challenges that he had before, he may not have been around to see those things. So
Well, we
hard to
joke
put
around.
a price on that.
That's true. And we joke now they're making caskets rounded for the belly fat, you know. But I mean, there really is something too. Harvard has put out studies recently about belly fat, that
Yeah.
visceral belly fat is causing, a higher risk for strokes and heart attacks and things like that. So it's really, really important to get that taken care of. So call the Health Dare. We'll help you blast the belly fat. But thank you so much, Bobby, for being on this call today. We
Well,
really
my
appreciate it.
pleasure.
Thanks, Jay, for facilitating us.
I'm happy to be able to join you, Bridget, because Health Dare really works, and people can prove it for themselves in 30 days.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much. And hope you'll join us and come quarantine with the Health Dare coaching.
See you on the other side.